know y'all have seen these. I got 3 more of these fabulous plastic tubs. These are cheap, they're cheesy, they look like something you would bring home from the hospital. They're ugly, and I love them. These are really great utility tubs, and what I really like to use these for is if I'm doing some kind of project, and the one that always comes to mind is paper marbling, because a lot of times you need a container full of water, and then you're going to float oil-based paints on top, which means oil-based paints are going to stick to whatever your container is, and I don't particularly want to use something from my kitchen for that. And I don't particularly want to be scrubbing oil-based paint off of whatever container I decide to use. So these are practically disposable. You know, I just keep using them until they get so gross that they're not usable anymore, then I throw them away. Then you get another one. And you can do that because they cost... I can't find it. Bin. They cost $1.25 each. Right? So yeah. Well worth $1.25. They measure 12 inches by 9.5. This will not hold a 12-inch long piece of paper. The 12-inch measurement is here, and it's tapered. So don't be thinking you can lay a 12-inch piece of paper here. You can't. Okay, so it's a little deceiving. Don't buy it for that. You have to use smaller pieces if you're going to do paper stuff. But it's also a good tote to, you know, put your little paint bottles in to tote from room to room or whatever. It's cheap. It holds stuff. Oh, what more do you need? You know, it really is not required to do more than that. That makes it worth it. I got these cutting mats. I got 2. These are just little self-healing cutting mats. I can't read that. I need bifocals and I'm putting it off. Okay. The cutting mats measure 8 3/4 by 11 3/4. So standard size sheet of paper fit on there. It's got its little, you know, measures and marks. They are self-healing, which is just magic. And these tend to be kind of pricey, and I have found that they're starting to be sort of like scissors for me and Diamond Deb nail files. Those are 2 things that you can find all over my house because I keep them in every room of my house. Because you just never know when you're going to need them. They're just something that I need regularly, and I want them to be convenient. So I have them all over the place, and cutting mats are starting to be that way too. So you can keep one in your bathroom and then one in the dining room. See? And then you've got your one for your craft room. You can do that because they're $4.75 each. And in the world of cutting mats, that is not bad. Under $5 for a cutting mat. So I grabbed 2. Oh, we're getting to the end. Every time I look on the website at Sciplus, I look at this and I go, oh, that's kind of cool. What would I do with it? I don't know. So I never buy it. This time I bought it. This is just a little holder, a little pouch, a little pouch, black vinyl pouch, zippered, 5 3/8 by 7 1/4. It costs $1.95. For $1.95, I can afford to buy it and then stare at it for a while until I figure out what to do with it. I still don't know what to do with it. My first idea was that, you know, it's got this nice little like spine area here. I could make, I just had a better idea. Now I'm wanting to run upstairs. I'm going to run upstairs because I have an idea. I'll be back. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. These may be too long. Let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, you know what? This doesn't really have to go all the way down there. I can pull that up a little bit. Attach that right there. Attach it right there. It looks to be... See if it's going to Oh, it's just right. Y'all, you just got to see an idea being born. Now I can't wait to try it. These are those Tim Holtz Dualies. You can get them over with all the Tim Holtz stuff. I don't think they're but maybe $5 for a 2-pack. I'm not sure. Anyway, you can get those, you know, let's say $5 for a couple of these. This is $1.95. This will need to be reinforced because it'll tear through the vinyl, but you can attach, pull your zipper up, attach this to here, attach this to here. You have an instant handmade planner, pocket planner with, seriously, you could just, you know, fill it with your own planner pages, or even just a journal, a notebook, a whatever. But these fit perfectly. And you've got this little pocket here for all of your planner supplies, and this for your planner supplies, and then you have this zipper pouch for stuff, and then over here is this little thing right here. So you've got room for accessories. It's small. It's, oh, what a cute, would this not make an adorable gift for a little handmade planner, notebook thingy? I'm excited about this now. It's $1.95. I mean, it was always a good deal, but when, you know, when I was talking about maybe making some kind of book out of it and figuring out the spine, and then that's when this image popped into my head, and then suddenly now that $1.95 is even a better deal, and I'm going to get busy on this ASAP because I have a feeling Sciplus is going to sell out of these. Please don't sell out before I can get me a couple more, because now that I know what to do with them, I need them. Okay, last item. Oh, all of those other things were impulse purchases. This was all I needed. This is the whole reason I placed the order. Tweezers. Okay, Sciplus is my go-to place for tweezers. I've talked about in another video that I think I have, you know, one of each of all the tweezers that they offer, or pretty close anyway. I needed these because they're 6. They're, you know, stainless steel tweezers, and they cost $5.95 for the set. So that's less than a buck a tweeze, right? So heck of a deal. And you get, these I love because look how nice and long they are. And this is gross, maybe I shouldn't tell you, but I should because it's a use and it's one that we all have. But they have some much longer than this, which are like freakishly large, and I don't want that because I don't even know where you'd store a tweezer that long. But these, which are, that's about 7 inches long from tip to tail. These are perfect for, you know, if you sometimes have to clean out your drain, like the bathtub or the sink, because, you know, you've got really thick hair and it gets down in there and you just have to pull the thing out, and then you need something to get down in there just to make sure that, you know, okay, these are great because they're long, so they'll get, you know, they'll get down in there, and then you can tweeze whatever's in there and pull it out. This is what I heard anyway. I refuse to do that job because it makes me throw up. Someone else in my family has to do it. But I am just illustrating the advantages of these types of long scissors. Your kit includes this one with the little safety thing on it. This one with the curved tip with the little safety thing on it. You get the handy pouch. You get this one with the little slide lock. I have no idea what the advantages of that are. I guess if maybe you want to tweeze something and then you want to hold on to it without having to apply pressure. Yeah, that's what that's for. I just discovered it. So that's, you get one of those. You get this one that has a little plastic thing, which they're not sharp and pointy, and they've got little ridges here. This one I think is just a good grabbing tweezer. I think, you know, you could probably pick up things like bugs or something with that. And then you get these, which I'm telling you, these little boogers rifle Tweezer Man tweezers. I am pretty sure that okay, I could pick a splinter out with this tweezer and no needle. You know how you have to get the needle when you get a splinter and dig it out? Oh my gosh, these are so sharp. Be careful with these. They're awesome. I bet they do a heck of a job on chin hairs too. I don't know how grabby they are though. Thinking out loud. The last one is, what? Do you see the problem here? This is why it's surplus, because the pouch is cheesy. I don't really care. I'm going to throw the pouch away because I have a container for tweezers. But yeah, that's irritating. Problem solved. Like I said, don't buy it for the pouch. Buy it for the tweezers. Okay, these are, if I remember, they're like cross-lock tweezers. I think that's what they're called. And they're the kind that you have to squeeze to open instead of, you know, the standard tweezers that you squeeze to close. Close, open. See? And let me tell you, the first time you use these, you're going to drop a lot of stuff because it's so totally backwards. I kept trying to pick stuff up like this and wondering why it was not happening. So there's a learning curve with these, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, let me make sure my box is empty. It is. That is it for my Sciplus order. Oh, I do want to also mention that Sciplus also gives you some free craft supplies with every order. Did you know this? I don't think many people know that, but they do. They include free craft supplies with every single order. Let me show you. One of the things that they send with every order is a junk journal. I know, right? Inside the box, they pack your order with, you know, this brown paper. Right? We've all seen this. This brown paper is perforated. You tear the sheets apart and you get a journal page. You fold them in half, you nest them together, and then you order some more stuff because you realize that, you know, even though you nested these and then you put weight on them overnight to flatten them out, you know, once you squeeze it, it's skinny and you wanted it fatter, so you have to order more stuff so that you can get more paper. And you just keep collecting till you're happy. I'm at the point now where I think I'm happy. I do want to put these are going to sleep under some weight overnight so that they're skinny. I love this look. This is easier to bind. That's the thing. So I'm going to do that. This was my trying to come up with a cover idea. I thought this might be a little bit of awesome. This sheet is the same. Crinkly noise, crinkly noise. Same type of packing paper, but this came from Amazon, and they used the super wide kind. Is that 2 perforations right there? Yeah. This is theirs is way wider. This is Amazon's packing paper. So I've got 2 here. Fold them up. Did that, and thought that would be the cover. I may change my mind because I've decided I want to do this Coptic bound, which means exposed spine. And I think these would be great for a Coptic stitch. They're all the same size, and it's the same material, so you know it would look really good. And what else I was thinking, I could do that Coptic stitch with this twine because I really like the look of the cotton twine, white cotton twine. I know my accent's showing, isn't it? White cotton twine. You know, get yourself some white cotton twine to use with that there brown paper. I can't do anything about it. I'm going to use this string, colorless string, to bind my little journal here, I'm going to do a Coptic stitch, which means you have to go, you have to do that kettle stitch between the signatures. Much easier to do if you have a curved needle, like, ow, like this. Can you see that? Perfect, right? Well, where can you get a curved needle like that? I don't know. How about American Science and Surplus? They really need to send me a check for like at least $500. Totally. I'm teasing. No, I'm teasing. I'm not asking for money. That was, yeah, I'm teasing. They have a set of needles. There's some that are, I'm not kidding, they're like this. They're long, some shorter ones. Some are like freakishly fat. And it includes like 3 or 4 sizes of these curved ones. I can't remember how much they are. It's surplus. They're going to be cheap. And they're going to be worth it because I bought them. And I'm very thrifty. So if you want curved needles, you can get them there. And it's just a lot easier when you're doing, because for a Coptic stitch, there is a part of it where you have to do, you have a stitch here, and you have to do this. You have to go around it. You can do it with a straight needle, but usually you have to go in and then kind of work it around, which ends up pulling your thread here. This just goes, it's like butter. I'm telling you, it's like butter. So yeah, if you need curved needles, you can get them there. This is my plan for this book. As you can see, I've got lots of plans, so I don't know when this is going to happen. One other idea I had for the cover was this. Jason brings me this when he gets it at work, and I love it. But I think it would look cool to put over the cover, cover the cover, and then it's all textury and fun. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with this book, because I know that's what you're thinking. You're like, oh, that's great, Shannon. What are you going to do with it? I don't know. I don't know. That is so irrelevant. I don't know. I'll use it for something eventually, but I have no plan for it. My plan is to make it and see what happens. Okay. The other free gift that you get from Surplus, they send you a book to alter. And I think this is really thoughtful on their part. It might be, sometimes they call it their printed catalog, but I call it a book to alter, or a junk journal, or a commonplace book, or a Zibaldone. It can just go by many names. The point is they send it, you've got it. You should read through it because, the descriptions are like the ones on the website. They're absolutely hilarious. I don't know who writes their copy, but I'm pretty sure that we could be best friends because they're really snarky and they like their cheesy puns, and that's just funny to me. So they send you this book. With this book, you can make projects such as this. This is a Surplus catalog, one of them. I glued stacks of pages together. I don't know how many, lots, but I glued, oh yeah, I haven't stuck her down yet. She's one of those I plan to use, haven't used her yet. I just glued stacks together until I ended up with 4 inner pages and the cover. So I probably glued a good, I don't know, six pages together maybe. And so you can do that, and then inside it's basically just a glue book, collage book, a whatever book. It's for bits and pieces. This is kind of really just started, not finished. It's one of those that you just keep adding to until you get tired of adding to it, and then that's when it's finished. These are scraps of waxed paper that I doodled on. They're pieces that I put between painted pages, so they've got paint and glue and gesso and stuff all over them, and I left just a little bit of the thing. You can see American Science and Surplus right there. So that's what the covers are, and this was a practice. I'm trying to get more comfortable with white, leaving white space in my journal pages and projects, and yeah, I totally failed with this one. It was going great, and then I looked down and I had covered all the white space. I had just covered it with really, really light paint, which made me feel like it was practically white. It was, it didn't quite work. This is still a practice for me. So I went in with a bleach pen and made some white space and decoupaged some napkins. This was just an experimental little page. And then this was a total accident. I picked up a piece of paper to stick on here because I was going to write something on it. But the piece of paper I picked up, it happened to say, I kid you not, this is what I picked up. White, a blank page or canvas, so many possibilities. That's a quote from Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine. It was like serendipity up close and personal. So I stuck it there. The strings, I've talked about this before, I've showed it before, I'm not going to go into detail. The point is you can make really good use of this after you've read it and then after it sits in your bathroom for a while because it's perfect reading material for the bathroom. So there's that. This is another Sciplus catalog that I had. And I did not glue as many pages together. I think I just glued 2, maybe 3 now and then. I don't know. It's not important to me that I have exactly the same number of pages in each little bundle. It used to be. It's not anymore. So I don't know. Just glued some together. And then this has been just basically this is my actual zibbledoning because it's a hodgepodge book of a little bit of everything that makes no sense, and it's one of my favorites. It's mostly scraps, magazine pictures. That was something I had rubber stamped on a scrap of tissue, scrapbook paper, a rubber stamp image. These are out of a magazine. Stamped images, magazines, more magazines, painted paper scraps. It's just a little bit of everything. And then sometimes I'll go in and I've got my watercolors out, so I'll go through the pages and maybe add a little watercolor here and there. I did some watercolor around these birds. If I have my acrylics out, I might, add some acrylics. It's just that kind of constant, perpetual work in progress. And I'm not working toward a finished product. It will be finished when I get tired of working on it, that kind of thing. These are not art journal pages as in a completed piece of art. The whole thing is the art. It's an artist's book, basically, is what I'm trying to say, very awkwardly. Candy wrappers, coupons. You can just put whatever you want in here. And then just keep putting ephemera, napkin, cough drop wrapper, snakes. It's out of National Geographic, and they're dead snakes all coiled up, but aren't they pretty? I thought they were pretty. This is my Valentine candy. 2 giant Pangburns Pecan Millionaire. Those are my favorite candies, chocolate candy kind of thing. They're like turtles. Y'all, they look like hamburger patties. They were this big, and I think they were a quarter pound each. It was like a quarter pounder. They were like this. It was the best thing ever. I had never seen a millionaire that big. It was great. Magazines, cigar bands, you get the itch. Look at him. He is just pretty. And this was out of National Geographic, and I think he's a construction worker in Hawaii. And the article was about Hawaii and the people of Hawaii. And these are those tattoos that they do where, they put the blade thing and then they tap on it, which I can't even imagine. Clearly, it didn't bother him at all. But I just think he's beautiful. He's just completely beautiful. So, there's that. So, yes, Sciplus gives you free craft supplies with every order. Plus, you get, all your fabulous stuff, which I am consistently happy with. Great prices. Y'all have heard it all before. And don't expect a letter from Jarvis like I got because, our ship is special. We tight. I spent all day on Urban Dictionary. Can you tell? My international friends are going to be scratching their heads for weeks over that. Yeah, sorry. All right. Clearly, I need to end this now. The end.